Hey, how's it going guys? This is Tom from UDS and welcome to our review of Genesis Noir, where we're going to reveal everything you need to know before you play. If you're a fan of all things video games, then make sure to check out our Discord server. And of course, you can always subscribe here for more reviews and features every single week. You're not going to want to miss it. I've said it before and I'll say it again, we are living in the golden age of indie games. With tools like Unreal Engine and Unity making creation accessible and affordable, it's been truly inspiring to see what people have been able to produce. I mean, my favourite game of 2020 was an indie game, and looking at this year's release schedule, there's a good chance it could happen again in 2021. One game looking to continue this impressive trend is Genesis Noir, the debut project from developers Feral Cat Den. It's been in the works for the better part of 6 years. Ostensibly a point-and-click puzzle game, it sets you in the role of No Man, a mysterious being caught in a love triangle that spans from before the Big Bang itself to potentially the end of the universe. Heavily inspired by film noir and jazz, it promises to be one of the most unique experiences of the year. But after spending plenty of time in the oven, does Genesis Noir go off with a bang or fade out with a whimper? Watch on to find out. I couldn't start anywhere else other than the art style, which is heartbreakingly beautiful. The way it incorporates the monochromatic style of classic noir with a truly cosmic scale is just a delight. You could honestly pause the game at pretty much any time, and I'd gladly stick whatever's on screen in a frame and mount it on my wall. Without getting too off topic and far too pretentious, one of my favourite novels is Olaf Stapleton's The First and Last Men, which chronicles the history of man from the 20th century to a distant future. I just fell in love with its sense of grandeur and scale, and playing Genesis Noir is probably the closest I've ever come to recapturing the feeling of first flicking through those pages, and make no mistake, that is a huge compliment. This is all augmented by its equally phenomenal jazz score. Inspired by cosmic jazz pioneers like Sun Ra Orchestra, not only does it complement the visuals perfectly, but also plays a pretty critical role in the gameplay. Certain puzzles will require you to extrapolate a beat from a chaotic jumble of notes, or interact with everyday objects in a decidedly musical way, such as turning a set of train tracks into the keys of a piano. This also plays into the story, which despite its grandiose setting, is very grounded, human, and relatable. Without diving into spoilers, you star as the aforementioned No Man, who alongside the jealous Golden Boy is vying for the affection of Miss Mass. After a gunshot from Golden Boy causes the Big Bang, yep, the Big Bang, you'll have to find a way to destroy the universe itself to save your beloved from the bullet's path. Yeah, pretty heavy stuff. But on your time-hopping journey, you'll witness the birth and development of humanity, and what was once an easy decision becomes less and less clear. The moral quandary and desperate love story add an effective and necessary bed to an experience that might have otherwise become lost in high concept. But where does jazz play into the story? Well, it isn't abundantly clear, but my theory is that the way jazz finds beauty and order within the chaos of notes parallels the life of the universe. The fact that so much wonder could come from something so volatile reflects in the often hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, and with such effect that the next time I listen to jazz, I won't be able to shake the image of stars dancing along to it, high in the sky. God. Give me a game about jazz and I'll write the most pretentious script ever. Jesus. But where does gameplay come into the equation? Well, the reason I've saved it until last is because it's probably the least impressive part of Genesis Noir. It's a really simple experience, with no heavy inventory, crafting, or resource management mechanics. Instead, the puzzles are much more tactile, requiring you to interact with the world in front of you. From simply playing the right melody to changing the age of a star. Nothing is particularly challenging, but honestly, I'm quite glad it's this way. It's more of an experience, or even just a vibe than a game, and putting too many distractions into it would pull you out of the mood it's aiming to conjure. It definitely won't be for everyone, but if you get it, you'll really get it. In fact, my only real criticism is that it isn't on mobile devices. The tactile nature of the puzzles feel custom made for a touchscreen, and using a mouse or, God forbid, a controller feels counterintuitive by comparison. Hopefully a port will happen sometime in future, and on that day I'll happily play Genesis Noir all over again. And that's a wrap on our review of Genesis Noir. Have you had a chance to play it yet? Are you looking forward to checking it out? Please let me know in the comments below. I would genuinely love to read your thoughts. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on games new and old every single week. My name's been Tom, we've been UDS, and I'll see you next time.